Okay. So it seems like an update that was 5 hours ago. No end in sight for writer strike following Friday meeting. So I guess it turned out that that meeting didn't go well. I don't understand it. Like, it's something that's so simple, and yet the higher ups are just not allowing it. Like, who the fuck cares about your yacht? Who the fuck cares about your billion-dollar mansion? I don't get it. Like, animation has to make a living, too. Hopes that the stalemate between the WGA and the AMPTP would end were dashed Friday after the group sat down for their first meeting in 3 months. Yeah, this really feels not promising. It actually feels more scary than promising, or like uncomfortable. Not only does the ongoing actors' strike means that the work in front of the camera isn't happening, but as an act of union solidarity, writers will not cross the SAG-AFTRA picket line to return to work. Even if a deal is reached, Variety reports, that means that until both the WGA and the SAG-AFTRA come to agreements with the AMPTP, Hollywood would remain closed for business. So long story short, fuck AI. Please pay your workers. I think people are at a last straw here. And it's scary to think about, really. Even if that's what's also concerning about what's happening to me right now. Like, I've been like temporarily laid off until further notice. Was there a monster here? No. So I'm just gonna fly over here with Linhart. Even if, like, I have to wait until something happens, no. Yeah, convoy. Even if I tried to look for something, like look for another position or a studio, even if I tried to look as somewhere as, like, Vancouver, for example. Disney is in Vancouver. Even if I tried to go there, I would probably guarantee that the projects are going to end up the same. Things are going to be held back and everything because of this. So I'm a little bit scared at the moment, but I feel like we're at a stalemate for a while. Ah, frick. I just don't want to have myself thinking that I need to find a different career.
Our work is done.
But now I also feel bad about, like, any college graduates that are just coming out of animation that, like, want to search for work and stuff, like, with this shit happening.
But what was that demonic beast doing within the Red Canyon?
I'd honestly feel like I would stand with the strike. Because I can't have this happening for longer. It's so simple to solve, and yet they're just not doing it, so I stand with the strike. Even if I'm not there in the intense fucking heat, getting burnt to a crisp like a bakery, holding out a sign and yelling at a studio or something like that, I still stand with them. But yeah, that's what's been going lately. I didn't want to, like,
I'm glad that you are
feel bad about it or anything, but the more I think about it, it kind of hurts.
Here without permission too. If we all wish to avoid punishment, perhaps we can all agree that we came out here for an extracurricular activity. Let's leave it at that.
Still, I would like to know what brought you to this valley in the first place.
Oh dear. I put us in a bit of danger there. We are most fortunate that those delinquents followed us. You very nearly met your end.
I'm sorry.
What a marvelous professor you must be for all your students to be so concerned.
Did you just call my students delinquents? Did you just literally call my students delinquents?
But that makes sense, as you have
You really are like Verity. You must be annoying as hell.
How disappointing to have dived so deeply into danger, and yet to have nothing to show.
Actually, yeah, when I think about it,
What is this
I think they're the same voice
strange
actor.
feeling? My memories. Do you feel them stirring? How curious. You seem to have grown stronger. And all thanks to our journey to Xanadu. It really was worth all that effort.
I did find something.
Huh? You found this? I dare say you may find a use for that. You should decide how best to use that thing. But wow, we got a lot out of this trip. It was a bother for a spell, but in the end, I feel we should think fondly of our little trip. We actually had a delightful time, wouldn't you say?
Oh. So I didn't know about this. Our divine pulse has increased its maximum. That's interesting. Is it because I helped out with Sothis? Maybe that's why. But yeah. Long story short, like I really didn't want to explain it in detail, but that's actually what's been happening to me lately and what's been happening with the animation industry. There is still like projects coming out that I've worked on, which I am excited for, but at the same time it's like, how am I going to deal with this for the next couple months? I mean, to be honest, like there are still projects coming out. I just really hope that things will get better. I can only hope. Even if I have to look, like even if I have to wait until they recall me, that's great. Like if they can recall me to come back to the studio, that's fantastic. But I could also have the option to look for somewhere else and maybe somewhere higher. I could have the option to move to like Vancouver. I could do that if I wanted to. Oh, you know what I should do actually? Once I like max out their required skills, maybe I can like do their budding talents like I did with Bernadetta here. I forgot what she wanted to be too. Her skill goal has lance and writing. I think she wanted to be something like
I did pretty well.
like a paladin or something, or no, like probably like writing or something. I have to bring up the chart again, don't I? So yeah, all in all, it's like, if they can recall me and go back to the studio by like the end of August, they said, then that's perfect. So I could start like building up more of my skills with tracking and layouts. I could probably do a bit more with like, probably practice a bit more of skills with like blocking and animation. I've always wanted to try that. But if not, then I'm gonna have to like put all the stuff that I worked on before, like Fancy Nancy, I had Alien TV, Big George Foreman, that came out on my birthday, I remembered. Ant-Man Quantumania, I know I did scenes with that one, or a scene. And also a couple of tracking, or no, a couple of layout shots in like the big scenes. I did remember doing that. And Chupa. I remember doing that one too. But there's another project that's coming out on the 11th, and I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure if it's worth it to like put that in a demo reel or something like that, because I only remember doing like 1 or 2 shots on that one, and I can't even remember when that was. So I'm just like, yeah, it's there. Another, yeah, one of those examples was I actually did 1 shot. I don't even know if that was worth it. Like, I did something, and then I think it was sent over by another person to help out with. It was a shot in the Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. I thought that was a big opportunity to do that, but like at the same time, it's like I only just did 1 shot of that, so was it even worth it? Actually, no. Did I do more than 1 shot though? It's bugging me in my mind. It's like, was it worth it? But it was such an opportunity though, right? And there you have it. More perfect on the stable duty. Which means the week is over. I have Caspar's axe at B+, Dorothea's at C+.
I'm a quick study.
Hexblade. Oh, wow. And that's pretty much it. Flane's reason is at D+. I might have to raise that. I forgot to look up. Oh, man. I forgot to look up what classes that Flane wanted to be. Ah, damn it. Marianne's birthday, I'm just going to give her flowers. Yeah, the ones that are not in my house, I will host tea parties for her. But the ones that are in my, or no, the ones that are not from my house, I'll just give them flowers. The ones that are in my house, I can do tea parties with. So it looks like we can do another battle. We'll probably just do the other paralog battle and also that quest. But I want to see if I can do some certifications here. Wait, what's this? Oh, look at that. It looks like she's capable of becoming a Falcon Knight. Can I actually do this? That's her master class. Oh boy. Oh boy. Can she actually be a Falcon Knight? Yeah, a Falcon Knight. As a matter of fact, I don't think she has an advanced class. Or no, maybe it's that I have her set as an intermediate class and I already have an advanced class with her. But she has a 71% chance of becoming a Falcon Knight. Ah, damn it. Oh, she looked so upset. That's okay. I know I do have, I know I do have plenty of Master Seals to go through. How many? 4. That's weird though, 71% chance. You would think that she has a good chance. So I guess for now, we can just head into battle, unless there's some support stuff we can do. There might be. There is one with Flame.
Now then, where is that book on dance?
Hello, Flane. I'm curious if you could confirm some suspicions I have.
Hello, Linhart. What is it?
I've recently been lost in study on the topic of Saint Sethlene. You're familiar with her life, yes?
I know a little of her, as do many. But what does this have to do with me?
Interesting that you would ask that. Your question betrays your understanding of my inquiry.
I am quite certain that it does not, as a matter of fact.
I have interviewed several members of the Academy and the Monastery. All agree that you have trouble focusing on detail-oriented work. As I mentioned, I have been carefully researching Saint Sethlene's history, and I found several intriguing anecdotes concerning her life. Granted, it is not stated explicitly in the texts, but it is easy enough to read between the lines and get to the underlying truth. The authors of several tomes, all written within 50 years of Saint Sethleen's passing, imply she found it difficult to maintain focus on detail-oriented tasks. Then, just this morning, as I was studying statues of Saint Sethleen, I came to realize how similar her visage is to your own. Interesting, no?
I do not appreciate your disrespectful approach to this topic.
No disrespect intended, I assure you. Saint Sethleen is a major saint. I only mean to say that looking like her is an honor.
I actually meant that you are being disrespectful to Saint Sethleen.
There was one other item.
If you must.
You are quite skilled in white magic, yes? My understanding is that you have a very high affinity for the art.
Yes, I do. I am confident in my abilities. I am glad of my abilities, for it is a way in which I am able to help others.
Indeed. Once more an echo of Saint Sethleen. I'm so curious as to why such similarities exist. Her crest? Perhaps hereditary traits then? Or is it possible I am allowing myself to see patterns where there are none?
I am very busy searching for a book. I will be going now.
Sheesh, man. Didn't need to make her that upset. Holy moly. Okay, so I guess it's conversations between Flane and anybody else here. So here's one with Ferdinand and one with Manuela.
Hello, Professor Manuela. I wish you to know that I have heard ever so much about your talents.
Whatever are you talking about, Flame?
Singing! Why, you are wonderfully skilled at it, are you not? Why, I have even overheard people saying your voice is akin to the singing of a goddess.
It makes me happy to hear. But who told you that?
Oh, the students are always speaking of it, which got me to thinking, I may be the only person in all of the Academy who's never heard your beautiful voice in song. So, I was wondering, Manuela, might you sing a little something for me?
Your request is touching, but I can't perform on such short notice. My voice is an instrument and requires proper gentle care. However, the stories are true. I was once the leader of the Middle Franc troupe, but that was a long time ago.
Middle Franc? What do those words mean precisely?
You've never heard of the Middle Franc troupe? It's the single most popular opera company in the imperial capital. I used to sing on stage with them. I was the star, in fact.
Oh, wow. In all of Enbar? They must not have been around when I was living there.
You used to live in Enbar?
Indeed. Although I was quite a bit younger at the time. It is where I was born, as a matter of fact.
Oh, well, you must have been too young to hear about us.
Yes, that could be. And what precisely is the function of an opera troupe?
You don't know what an opera troupe is? Well, it's a group of performers like myself who act out stories on stage in front of a big audience. Stories with lots of singing.
I understand now. I certainly have experience in the fine art of storytelling. There is often singing as a part of story time for the children at the monastery.
That is darling, Flame. But I'm not sure it's quite the same thing as an opera. You see, operas are performed in grand theaters with orchestral accompaniment. Everyone attending wears their finest. It is a very special occasion.
Theaters, they're called? You mean to say that there are buildings exclusively used for telling stories?
You've never even heard of a theater? You're
What is
an
a
intelligent girl,
motion
Flame,
picture?
and the world is full of wonders. You have a lot left to discover.
What is a DVD? What is a VHS?
lovely smell. It seems to be coming from the training area. What could it be?
You have met your match, Rust. Ah, so stubborn.
Good day to you, Ferdinand. You smell amazing. That is you I am smelling, is it not?
Ah, Flane, hello. Are you referring to the smell of this oil?
Aha! Yes, that is the smell, all right.
I am simply doing some armor maintenance. A little oil keeps the rust at bay, ensuring that the armor moves smoothly, without any hitches.
I see. I thought maybe you were doing some cooking. You smell a bit like food. But I suppose that is the oil tricking my nose.
I would not cook in the training area. Are you hungry by chance?
Not really, no. But is that oil not also used for cooking? For things like frying meat or drizzling over a nice crisp salad? Things of that nature? Were I to coat my armor in oil that smells of food, I would be distracted by hunger at all times.
I doubt that amidst actual fighting, the smell would still make you hungry. When you are in the thick of it, you devote all your focus and energy to the fight. There is no time to feel peckish.
I suppose you're right. And actually, all of this talk of delicious oil has made me hungry.
In that case, I will accompany you to the dining hall. I will be finished in a couple of minutes.
I must apologize, Ferdinand, but I cannot wait even a moment for you. I am famished. I shall be in the dining hall, getting my fill of fried goodies.
Well, that was quick. I will admit, now that she has mentioned it, it is a rather appetizing smell.
Wonder what she actually likes besides like salad and fried stuff. I honestly thought she was more into sweets, but I guess not. She's more into the fried stuff. But yeah, I guess that's really it for the support stuff for now. I feel like we should just head into the battle again and do some paralogging. Manuela and Hanneman have predictably opposite reactions to a disturbing rumor going around the monastery. Oil and water. Yeah, I wonder how this is gonna go then. I would actually be fine with like also looking for somewhere.
It's raining, Professor.
There's a
On
storm
many days,
coming.
The wound I got from the Death Knight hurts like fire. Every time it aches, I get angry. You understand, yeah? I'm sure they had their reasons to kidnap Flame, but still. Did they really need to stab me? What'd I have to do with it? They ruined my beautiful porcelain skin. Worse, they took off before I could stab them back. So rude.
That's rather enough, Manuela. Cease your moaning and give the professor a break.
Oh, stuff it, Hanneman. Unlike you, the professor has a big heart and listens to me talk about any problem I have.
More likely, your incessant ramblings offer no chance to interrupt.
Is that true, Professor?
I feel like I would be impressing one of these people, but you're not bothering me.
I knew it. You listen to me because you care about me, don't you? Ugh, go away, Hanneman. Leave us alone. And stop making me shout. It causes the old wound to hurt again.
Then perhaps you'd best stay quiet. Keep your emotions in check, I'd say.
Let's all get along.
Don't worry, Professor. We do this all the time.
Indeed, Manuela and I do not mix well. Been true for years. That
Then how have
said,
you guys not
if it were up to
tried to
me,
get along after
I'd
those
prefer
years?
Speaking to her in a calmer manner.
It's not like I enjoy bickering with you. So maybe keep your mouth shut more often.
I state that which needs to be heard. For example,
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Same.
Come on now.
Apologies. I am here because I have new information on the Death Knight's hiding place.
What? Really? You could have started with that.
Several students have reported possible sightings on the western edge of the sealed forest. While the authenticity of these reports has yet to be verified, it is still a very real possibility. I was thinking I would report this to Seth as a precaution.
What? Why? We can't be slow. He's going to get away.
Protocol on this matter requires reporting to Seth, then Lady Rhea, then...
Professor, let's leave this old geezer behind and get going.
Oh, geezer? I am barely 15 years your senior. I will not hear such...
Stop talking. Let's gather a team and get going.
Oh my god.
Scout ahead. I'm coming for you, Death Knight.
Manuela, wait. It would not do to get yourself killed without someone...
Yeah, I didn't think she was actually stabbed by that Death Knight. I thought she was just, like, punched. Or something like that. I didn't think she was actually, like, stabbed. Good thing, though, it wasn't stabbed to the heart, though. Could you have imagined? It would have been more fatal if we thought about it. But yeah, like... There is an option that I could look for somewhere else. Like, I could totally be fine with moving to another province. Or even so, like, if I was to actually move to somewhere like Los Angeles for studios, like, it'd probably be pretty scary for a couple months, or like for the first few months. Okay, so what do we have going on here? What kind of bandit is that? And what kind of hat is he wearing? Oh, Manuel is over there. Holy. What are you doing over there? The bandit leader. Is that all of us right now, or am I crazy? We got Edelgard, we got Petra, Linhardt, and Flane. Flane's our only healer. Okay, I feel like that should do it. Yeah, let's head into it.
Manuela's in a tough spot, Professor. Even if she's only got herself to blame, we cannot abandon her.
Huh. We have plenty of visitors today. Let's stop their annoying rescue attempt.
Now that is a woman.
Hey now.
Uh-oh. They've noticed me.
No, that's a woman. Get in line, mister. Get in line. Okay, so... I wish he didn't, I wish he didn't equip that, that lance. Actually, assists? Oh, here we go. Let's warp... Yeah, let's warp, let's warp Edelgard closer to Manuela so that she can help with her.
I will prevail.
There we go.
Let's take them out.
What can she attack with? Silence? Foes hit are unable to use magic for 1 turn. Okay. I might as well wait. She needs the experience. As for us...
My turn?
My turn? What does he do? Does he do black magic? He does. He does a bow as well. Sagittae. Wind and fire. Oh, he doesn't even grant experience, though. I guess it's because, I guess we're not allied with him, I guess.
That is that.
Alright. That is that.
Get the victory.
Petra, you'll move on up.
Let us away.
And Flane.